Money 2020, particularly in Europe, is the home of the payments industry, and we're here to connect with all the innovators, all the entrepreneurs.
Here at Money 2020 Europe in Amsterdam, the future of money is taking center stage. And we want to tap into the insight of the Chief Marketing Officer at Checkout, Rory O'Neill. He joins me now in our studio setup here in Amsterdam. Rory, welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, it's great to speak with you. What brings you to Money 2020 this year?
Money 2020, particularly in Europe, is the home of the payments industry, and we're here to connect with all the innovators, all the entrepreneurs, particularly our merchants, and the entire payment ecosystem, that's why we're here.
Yeah, and tell me more about Checkout's mission, how it fits into this ecosystem.
Checkout is 100% focused on the digital economy. We help our merchants thrive in the digital economy, and that's what we care about. The problem we're trying to solve is to help them take payments online, which inherently has more risk and more fraud than taking payments in person. So that's the problem we're here to solve.
Yeah. What is the latest with the company that you can share in terms of announcements and where it's heading?
Well, we're building a global payments network, so we like to build in new countries, we build with new payment methods, but right at the core of the company is the use of AI, machine learning, and data science to really help those payments get accepted from anywhere in the world. So our craft, if you like, is to use that technology to increase acceptance rates. We run 60 million optimizations a day. We save roughly 10 billion in revenue for our merchants worldwide, and we're processing all those data to help the network get better every time.
What are the trends that you're seeing in this space right now?
Well, I think today it's about making sure payments get accepted, they're safe and secure, because let's face it, most consumers don't like to pay for anything, so they just want payments to work. They want payments to be invisible, and that's when Checkout's really good. When we show up, we're totally invisible. And I guess in the future, we're making sure that payments get accepted in different digital commerce models. There's a lot of talk at this show and other shows about agentic commerce and the pressure that will put on the commerce system.
How does regulation fit into this?
Well, regulation is everything for us because actually the whole industry is based on trust. It's movement of money after all, and consumers have to trust that. So regulation plays a crucial role to make sure that trust is in the network. In digital commerce in particular, there's so much potential threat of fraud or risk that regulation really helps us there. It's really important that it's there. There is a tension between innovation and regulation. It's a necessary tension, but both put trust and simplicity into the system.
Yeah, and what more can you share about personalizing payment methods, making that localized at the source?
Well, look, if you think about what consumers want when they pay for something, they want to see their payment methods every time they get to checkout. There's an amazing amount of cart abandonment if people don't see their payment methods actually presented when they actually click to check out. So we use AI, we use personalization, we put the right payment methods at the moment of checkout. So actually it's just easy for people to pay in the currency and the payment method that they want to use.
Mm-hmm. Embedded finance is another term that we're hearing a lot about here, including buy now, pay later. How does checkout factor into that?
Yeah, look, I think embedded finance is all about just making money more available to more people in different use cases. So you can embed payments or embed finance into the software experience and actually just make it easy for payments to be connected to software. So whether it's buy now, pay later, alternative payment methods, or people looking to present different use cases to consumer, putting finance embedded into payments, connecting payment flows with money flows is going to be the future because it's just more simple.
What is next for Checkout?
Well, Checkout will expand in many countries around the world. We'll continue to add payment methods. We've announced that we're going to get more into embedded finance and put money flows into the payments networks. And of course, then we've got to figure out agentic commerce with many of our partners like Visa and MasterCard too. So when agents represent us online, when we get them to set the parameters of what we buy, where we buy, what we search for, there is real trust implications in the system because who pays for that? Is it the agent or is it actually the consumer? So all of that innovation is coming. We're experimenting with those kind of flows, and that will definitely continue to transform our industry.
Anything else our viewers should know, Rory? Of course, we have viewers around the world and in New York as well.
No, look, we're very excited about New York. US is a great focus for us. We've a great team in New York. We're growing in New York. We think we've got a great proposition for New York. You'd expect me to say that. But of course, the US and the States is an epicenter of digital commerce, and it's great to work with brands like eBay and many others around the world, particularly in the US, to sort of grow into that market.
All right, Rory O'Neill, CMO of Checkout, thank you so much for joining us here in Amsterdam.
Thank you.